Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of All Things Star Wars Lightsaber Edition. Today I'm doing a video review of my baselit lightsaber of Qui-Gon Jinn. Obviously, if you know me well enough, that Qui-Gon Jinn is probably my favorite Jedi Master. If you follow me on X at Emerald Blade 75, also known as Qui-Gon's lightsaber, you'll definitely know that. Yep, I'm a Qui-Gon Jinn fan. So I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to fire this bad boy up. Again, this is a baselit lightsaber, 36-inch blade. Obviously, again, I'm green lightsaber guy, so I've got it in green in the pulse setting because I like giving my lightsabers, the blades, just some character by adding either flash blade to it or pulse. I just think it looks cooler that way, in my opinion. Again, you've probably seen in other videos how easy to control this lightsaber is, either from the lightsaber itself or from the Xeno Configurator app. I've seen other video reviews of Qui-Gon's lightsaber. Some of the people that have done reviews said that they don't like the single button on it. They always said that perhaps he should have a button on the bottom to do some of the controls. I'm all fine with it being a single button control. I can control the force effect from it, blaster effect, clash, and then you can, in order to do the force effect, I'd have to hold it up in my hand, and it'd just be kind of cumbersome trying to do it that way. But I'm going to show you. This is it on the Xeno Configurator app. And use your volume controls. You can either do that when you shut the saber off, and then you let it press the button. The saber's off, but the power is still on to the saber, so make that clear. And you can control by letting press the button once. You'll hear it. I have, and you can hear it do it what they call a countdown. You can change that on your lightsaber. You don't have to have the countdown. I like having the countdown. It's just easier for me to pick up on what I want it to do. You'll hear it beep one time. That'll change the volume. 2 times will change the blade setting. 3 times is a standard mode, and it'll say standard mode, but standard mode on a baselit saber, that's it. With pixel sabers, I believe they have a different setup altogether. So I'm going to show you here one of the things. It's like, so on here, hum light effect, and I got it in pulse. This would be steady, unstable, and flash blade. I'm going to put it in flash blade so you can see it. Flash blade. And it's just more of a strobe effect on the blade. It looks pretty cool, I think. But I just think because Master Qui-Gon always seemed like to have a calm nature all the time. He'd probably go with either, most likely would be steady, but I like give it mine having just pulse. I think it just gives it a little character and brings it to life a little bit more. I love this lightsaber. Qui-Gon is my favorite Jedi Master, as you know. Again, if you follow me on X at Emerald Blade 75, you'll know all about it. I post a lot of Star Wars things on there. I love interacting with Star Wars fans of all generations. So if you're on X and you're a Star Wars fan, please feel free to give me a follow. I would definitely will follow back and converse with you on Star Wars all day long. You can change the color on this lightsaber. You can do it from the spectrum here. I've got mine set at 01770 for the green. I just think it's a nice shade of green. Not super bright, but just bright enough, and it gives off a nice deep green color. I like that. Whereas to me, you can hear I can go up to 255 on the green. And you can see it's even brighter. And you know what? In certain aspects, it's going to look brighter in certain forms of light. I've got the room in a kind of a shaded feature right now to enhance the color of the blade. But if the room is brighter, you might want to dim the light on it to enhance the color, depending on what you like to do. It's just really one of my favorite lightsabers. You can. What's nice about the baselets that the blades they're more or less hollow inside. It's a 36-inch blade, but there's a reflective film inside the blade that enhances and creates the brighter illumination from the blade. But they're great for dueling. So you could use this lightsaber for dueling if you wanted. If you had a friend or you want to have some cosplay, have some fun together, you can use this and you could really whack these blades together, and you're not going to damage anything inside because all of your LEDs and controls and electronics are inside the hilt. So you don't need to worry about damaging anything. If you really whack another blade with this type of lightsaber, it's not going to harm it at all. It's not going to do anything to it. This is from Sabers Pro. I've bought a lot of lightsabers in my collection from Sabers Pro. They're a wonderful company to work with. They're really quick about getting your order fulfilled and answering any questions or concerns you might have. I've dealt with Marla and Richard from there. They're great people to work with. They'll work with you and help you out as best they can to make sure you are happy with what you're purchasing your lightsaber. Again, I can't speak much about how much I love this lightsaber. It's really it's really fun to mess around with. I'm going to change it to a different font here, so you don't have to keep looking just at green. The Knight. The Knight. This is obviously Kylo Ren. Got him in red. Flashblade as well. Do a few. There's Blaster. Lockup. Drag. And force effect. Now this is a different type of core. The assembly on it is different. I might do another video on how it's put together. It's not your typical core layout like you have in other lightsabers. But this one also has different sound fonts. I've found out that some of these lightsabers have different cores as far as sound fonts. So let me see here. We'll go out of night. And so you get 16, 17, 18. Okay. Whispers of Power. That's number 17 on this. And I went with orange on it just because I kind of like orange lightsabers. And I loved Ray Stevenson's performance in the Ahsoka series. Sadly, he won't be reprising that role. We lost Ray. I thought he did an outstanding job. I think it was one of his best performances. Kind of reminded me of a Darth Tyrannus, Count Dooku type of performance. I really miss him as an actor. I always enjoyed his films. There's one other one. The second. Now the second, you may have seen some of my other lightsaber videos. The second is one of my favorite sound fonts. I got that in Sith Red, and I got it in the pulse setting. And it, hey, it depends on what you want to do. If you feel comfortable, whatever you feel comfortable in putting it in your color or the blade effect, do it however you want. I mean, it's your lightsaber, whatever you feel like. If you want to make it periwinkle and steady and the blade effect, then that's your business. I mean, but this one here is just one of my favorites. I love the sound of when you can spin it because it has this. I don't know if you've probably seen a couple of my short videos I've done of the second sound font. When you spin it almost has like a growling effect. It just screams dark side, Sith, just evil, scary person, dark side user. Let me do some. That's the lockup effect. I just love the second sound font. It's one of my favorites.
The Dark Lord Revisited.
Dark Lord Revisited is another version of Darth Vader. Now, on some of these, it's like I have it on the high setting, and you do get some backfeed, I think, on some of the speaker. So you can just change it. You can take this. How can I say it? shut the saber off, but not power. So you'll still have power on it, but you can just press this button down once, and it'll change the volume control, or do it on the app. And we're at 100 now.
Volume level 44%.
And it's much quieter. And it's not making that sound anymore. A little bit back feed. I'm going to go back and put it up a little bit higher.
Volume level 68%.
Another Dark Lord.
Idle.
Idle is one that a friend of mine sent me a list of the sound fonts from a Reddit post, and he said that Idle is supposed to be like a samurai sword. I'll fire it up real quick. It has like
High volume.
a metal clashing effect, like a real sword. So we'll do it. It's blast. Here's lockup. Drag. Force. That's Idle.
Cyber Terror.
Cyber Terror is another one that's just really intense. I'm going to turn the volume down on it.
Volume level 65%.
There we go. Here's Cyber Terror. I got it in a purple sound font or color font. It's pretty intense. Turn the volume up a little more.
Volume level 84%.
Yeah, there we go. That's lockup. I just think it's pretty wild. And even when you turn it off, that's just a wild sound font and color.
Codex of Light.
All right, here's Codex of Light. That's not one of my favorites.
The Count.
The Count. Here's another one I love. It's Count Dooku, Darth Tyrannus. I'm a big fan of his character. I love that ignition sound too. And obviously, it's in Sith Red. I did another video review, and it had the Count sound font in it. And if you hit the clash on it enough times, you'll get 3 different pieces of dialogue from the Attack of the Clones scene where Darth Tyrannus is dueling Obi-Wan and Anakin in the the Battle of Geonosis. See if I can try and get one of them to do it. Turn the volume up a little more.
Volume level 94%.
Nope. It's very random.
Surely you could do better.
Yeah, it's very random, so you don't know when it's going to happen. There's another one on a lockup effect.
That's great. Yeah, Skywalker. You have hate. You have anger. But you don't use them.
I think it's such a cool sound effect, cool light effect. That's drag. I absolutely love this sound font. Darth Tyrannus is one of my favorite characters. I really wish we would have gotten more of Christopher Lee's performance as the character. I know they deleted some scenes. I just watched a video the other day of a deleted scene from Attack of the Clones with him and Natalie Portman, and it was really a well done scene. I really wish they would have left it in. You did get another one on the Force effect. On this, you'll get when Dooku or Tyrannus hits Anakin with the Force lightning. Obi-Wan yell no, and Anakin gets zapped, and you hear him yelling out in pain. But it's definitely, the Count is one of my favorite lightsabers. Ironically, it's lightsaber sound fonts. Ironically, Count Dooku was Master Qui-Gon's Jedi Master.
Bounty.
Bounty is another one I like. I believe it's from Ahsoka. This is one here. Again, I'm green lightsaber guy, so I went with green on this one. And it's with the pulse effect. I just think it's a cool sound font. I have it on another lightsaber I'm going to do a review on called Elysium from Sabers Pro. It just really has a cool sound. I'm going to do. Lock-up effect. Drag. Force effect.
Wraith.
Wraith. Let me see what color I got this in. Usually it's in red, but yeah, this one's in red too. It just hums. You can make it any color you want, but this is really just, it sounds cool. It looks cool. But again, you can make whatever color you want, whatever sound font you want. But I got to go with Master. I mean, I saw again on the same Reddit post that the Master sound font,
The Princess.
is supposed to be
Fallen Apprentice Magenta.
Qui-Gon Jinn's sound font. So, and I did read it about that online, so it's most likely. Here's another one I really like, Fallen Apprentice Magenta. You may have seen this on a couple other lightsaber videos I've done. And I think it just looks great in purple with a flashblade effect. And just the sound effects are just intense. They're in your face. You know, it's like... It's a blaster. And I love the lockup on this. I just think it's a cool sound font, and with the purple, with the flashblade, just looks really cool.
The Dark Lord Order.
Dark Lord Order, we know who that is. Lord Vader himself. This one here, too, you do get a bit of dialogue, I think on the clash effect. So, again, it's very random. So. Yeah, he does. Yeah, you get a couple other things. I found that out by chance. That's one of my favorites.
The Master.
And we're back to the Master. And Master Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber sound font with my favorite green. I'm a big Emerald Blade fan. So, if you like this video, please feel free to hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. You can follow me on X at Emerald Blade 75, Qui-Gon's lightsaber. I love talking lightsabers and Star Wars with just about anybody. Been a big fan of Star Wars my entire life. Yeah, if you want to leave a comment or hit like, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Again, this Jedi Master Ikem Kenpo signing off. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.